stupid. Alright, well, I can't do it that way, so. Alright, I'm just gonna do it the old school way and just drop these bad boys in, and I'm just gonna have to cut them up as I go because it's not doing it. It won't let me, do one bit at a time here, so I'm gonna do the whole bit at once and just chop it up manually. And I mean super manual. And take these 4 pieces. Set the cut itself. That worked. Alright, so we got a very weak basis for a beat, a melody, and a drum loop. So from here, it's all about how creative I can get with this basic set of sounds. I'm going to do a few things just to kind of give me a better jam. First things first, I'm going to just give it a basic mixer preset. A lot of the basic mixer, you can go into detail and yeah, but if you're not too sure what to do, which I'm a keep it simple type person, just use the presets. They're not bad. They're right. Too high frequencies. Generally good. Punchy drums. Like this because it's the same thing over and over. All right, what am I gonna do to make this better? It's not going anywhere. It's just continuously building into something, falling off, going back and rebuilding. I don't like this. like sampling. I used to only sample, and this is my preference anymore. Just save this as something and start something new. I literally saved it as something new. Alright. Good little warm up, I guess. Let's start with some stuff here. Let's do some chords. And then we'll come back in and we'll drop a beat. But I want some chords real quick. Oh God. I feel like I'm just untalented at everything now. Like what's the point of me doing anything? This is a small little tool I use just to build chords, Captain Chords. A lot of my music is chord progression driven. If the basic chords aren't there and they're not good, that basic progression isn't groovy, then I wouldn't say that, but it's easier to make a good song or a good beat or something if you got good chords and you got good sounds, and this music just feels right if it's sonically done correctly, sonically crafted, I'll say. So one way you can do that is with chord progressions. That all makes sense. Music can be made of all kinds of different things, sounds, noises, whatever, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be anything. There's no rules to it. But when there are rules to it, your music has a little more order. And so music theory just is that. It's just the basic rules of music that allow you to at least speak in the same languages of everyone else who's making music. If we didn't have music theory, then we'd all fucking be doing all kind of weird shit, and we wouldn't be able to say, oh, okay, this is one thing, this is the other. I mean, that's fine too, but with music theory, we're able to say, okay, when this happens, this is this. When this happens, this is this. You know, when there's a half fucking step between the fucking notes, okay, that's a fucking minor. So it's just a way of classifying music, and it's a good way to create music if you're following the theory rules. And there's certain things music theory will allow, certain things it won't allow, certain rules you should follow, certain you should never break. But it's just one way of making music theory. But it's an easy way of making music once you understand music theory. The hard part is understanding music theory. I literally went and took college courses. I snuck into these classes. I wasn't supposed to even be in them. I just fucking signed up, and they didn't even know who I was. And legally, they couldn't kick me out because I was paying for it. So I ended up failing the class, but I learned a lot about music theory in the class. I took music theory 2 for no fucking reason. Well, because music theory 1 was already out. But I'm glad I took 2 because it taught me chord progressions. 1, I don't think goes into detail. But this is music theory 2 type shit. College level music theory 2. Which I fucking unequivocally failed. Without a doubt. Bonafide fail. I think I pulled a 0 in that shit. I'm talking about F-. Anyways. I'm going to make a chord progression here, and this tool allows me to do that by just feeling myself out and placing what feels right where it needs to go. So you can see there's a grid here. There's 4 progressions that I've laid out, and that's only because within the first 4 bars here, from 1 to 4, it stops at 5. This is the 5th bar, but that from 1 to 4, I want 4 progressions. Now these progressions are landing on beat, which means they're on beat 1, they're on beat 2, they're on beat 3, and they're on beat 4. That's when it changes. So if I play it, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, all on beat. So it's counting on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So that's on beat. And it's on beat with the bars. It's changing per measure. A bar is just a measure in music theory. We call them bars in hip hop and pop culture, I guess. But in theory, they are measures. Every beat count is a measure. I guess you could say there's different beat counts, but based on your time signature, that's what I mean. Time signature tells you how many beats go on how many counts, and then how many counts go on how many measures. So if you got 3, 4, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh, that's not 1. That's not 3, 4. 3, 4 is 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. And that's your bar. That's your measure. That's neither here nor there. I'm going to choose a chord progression. This is telling me my progression that I'm going in the key of A in the blues major scale. It's going to this progression that I'm playing right now is my 1. Oh, I'm sorry, it's my 2. It's going to start on the 2nd 2, goes up to the 3rd, goes back down to the 2, and stays on the 2. So this is a 2-3-2 2-3-2-2 progression, which is why you have 2-3-2-2. Now this thing will give me options to change it to do different type of progressions: 1-1-3-1, 1-1-1-4-5, which is also, this is actually a pretty solid progression actually. You'll hear this a lot. Very simple progression. Maybe you change that to a 3. Maybe you do something slightly different. But these are very basic chord progressions. The thing I want to do first is just determine how I want my chords to play. I don't even know what I want to play, but I know how I want them to play. I know what type of feeling I have already for my song, for my groove. How am I feeling? How's the scotch making me feel? Am I thinking slow, dragging, pushing progression? So I'm just thinking about how I'm feeling. I'm thinking about what I want to make, and I'm going to make my chord progressions based on the rhythm of that. All right, so I'm going to break that down. I don't care what the progression is. I'll work on that in a second. I want to know, when am I going to change? The rhythm is going to be, when am I going to change progressions? Am I going to go, doobie 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 doo 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 doo. So that's a rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how do I want my chords to play? I don't know. Let's figure some shit out. So this is going to allow me to change where the chord changes to. So if I move it here, it's going to change on that beat, whatever. So I'm just going to figure out my chord progression from that. And this also gives me the chance to kind of do a rhythm. It'll give me a preset rhythm. So you see it's changing the rhythm where the chords drop. Like, for example, this here. So you're just saying when you want your chorus to play. That's your rhythm. But I don't want that. So I'm going to go all the way back so I don't have to undo all of those. All right, so let's do my met. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or some shit. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I can nail that rhythm, and then we'll change the chords. Little Archer Beats, what's happening? It's a terrible. And I'm way too fast. Then we're gonna do the same. Yeah, this is a pretty much a chord progression little plug-in. I mean, it's just a little tool I use to just get a basic beat going whenever I'm using original sounds. I'm not sampling nothing, and I kind of want to just work my way through an original. This is actually the long way for me to do it. And this is a new tool I kind of want to play with. But there's definitely shorter ways to do this. Just as this a tool that I'm using to help me make a chord progression. I honestly don't like this tool because it is a little too complex. Like, you see all of these buttons and you're like, what? And you click some shit changes. You're not even sure what changes. It's a lot going on. Simpler way to make chord progressions if you have a simpler thing. If, let's just say all you have is Fruity Loops and you don't have shit. How I used to do it was something super simple. I don't know. Pull up Massive. I'll just pull up a piano roll. Doesn't matter what you're using. I'm just using my own plug-in. But you can use any fucking sound or piano, whatever's built in, whatever you got. Just load it up and go to your piano roll. Tools, I believe. I haven't done this in so long. File, tools, edit. Which one is it? Stamp. Here we go. So Stamp is going to give you all the chords that are built into Fruity Loops, which is pretty much every fucking chord. The problem is you don't know what these sound like. You don't know shit unless you know theory and know which one you want. Like, you don't know the fuck chord you want. You don't know what this is, the 7th add 11th. I mean, I know what that is, but you don't know what that sounds like. But this is an easy way to make chord progressions. I would, typically you want to stick to one of these just because it's going to give you very basic chords, and then you can open yourself up and it's going to give you even more chords with the advanced tab. But I don't know. You could just choose anything, to be honest, and see if it's a good sound. Choose random shit. Oh, fuck me. Just choose random shit and drop it in. Why isn't that playing anything? Am I not on this pattern? Oh, it's too fucking low. Why is this not playing anything? Pattern 1. I'm on pattern 1, bitch. Oh, God, dude. This shit is annoying. Why? Oh, this thing's all the way down. Why was the velocity all? Okay, whatever. It's a terrible chord. Let's do another one. Terrible chord. None of these really matter because you're going to end up I mean, they matter for sure, but these aren't stuck in a key. That's why this is a little bit more difficult. You're going to be choosing a lot of chords and plugging them in and seeing if they work. Stamp. Minor pentatonic. Very simple. Just two major minor pentatonics, whatever. The sounds are terrible. I'm gonna switch the what's this, A5. I'm gonna go down one to A4. I don't know what is wrong with this thing, dude. It is seriously. There. There. So now we got a simple chord progression. Very simple. I'm gonna go in and change the sound, even though I already know I'm not gonna really find nothing good in this. But see if I find something better. Let's see if I can find an organ. That's not a good organ. Any organ. Damn it. Organ? Why is this the only organ? Alright, we'll start there. It's actually a pretty cool sound. Alright. Simple chord progression. Not going to waste my time. Now, what we want to do now is start building a fucking beat out of this shit. You can do it any type of way, whatever you like. Me, I'm a drum loop kind of guy. Ooh, footsteps in the dark. Alright, now I'm going to change up some of the sounds, play with some things. fucking sounds? Where are my fucking sounds? Oh, that is phasey. Kind of like it though. It's phasey, but I like it. I might need to. Oh, that phase makes me want to vomit though. I'll take it. Alright, so let's say the beat starts like this, alright? And I'm gonna basically put this beat together as I make it. So I'm literally making part at a time. The first couple intro seconds, the beat with the intro seconds. Switch it into a more solid sound that we might want to use throughout the whole beat, and maybe we can bring all of these back. I actually like that sound a lot. Here. All right, let me hear that again. Then I'm gonna add in some vocals and fuck it up real quick and see if it becomes anything. I already wrote me a bleep beat. I need to fix my guitar string and get it in. like what I got so far. I'm gonna take my bass and I'm gonna use my bass to add a little color. So right now it's just two tones. Right now I got two, and they're just following the bass of the. They're following the bass. So we got A3 and B3. It's following the bass, and this is basic music theory. Your bass of your song needs to follow loosely, or if not exactly, needs to follow your chord progression. And my chord progression is A4 and B4. So my bass needs to be A4 and B4, or things that go in there. Now, technically A4, if I start my bass on A4, I can play any one of these notes up until this point. Anytime from here to here, I'm going to start on A4 and I can move to any one of these notes up or down. As long as I fucking change to the notes that coincide to this when we go up on the second beat over to B4. So this is all the A4 notes and this is all the B4 notes. And so we're going to use these notes to create some color with the bass though. So as you can see right now, the bass is just A3 and B3, which I just moved the bass down from the chord progression one octave to make it A3. It's A4 in the progression. So we're going to change this up and add some color. Whatever we want. Going to add got so far. I'm already falling out of love with this immediately. I'm just not good at making music anymore. I used to be good at this shit. Now I'm like making the garbagest shit ever. I'm gonna save this though and come back and start something fresh in a second because I'm already losing. Fuck. My life sucks. Trash. I don't like it. I'm gonna save this. I don't like it. That's the name of the song here. I don't like it. And I'm switching, changing, starting something new. I don't like this. I don't know, dude. I used to be good at making music, you know. And it's like, I guess I could have kept going with that, but I used to make exciting stuff, things that excited me. Whatever. Let's do something exciting then. I don't know. Another thing I like to do is sometimes when I feel like that, where I'm just like doing all of that, I feel like I'd be searching for it. Man, I'm not searching for this shit. Let's do it and move on. What is this shit? Some fucking preset loops already. Oh, that bill was actually riding. Ooh. Hey, oh. No. I don't like using stuff like this, but if it's fire, I'm using it. Hey, I bet I could make like $3,000 off of that. I actually like this a lot. Let's pull this in and see how this works. I bought this pack and it came with some loops that I've never used. I feel like this is too much a beat already, but it's just this loop. Hey. I like this shit. Let's start with that. Fine. Hold on, let me see what sounds I used already. Some of these sound too familiar. Let's see here. Sorry, I've been out here acting crazy. I don't know what's really going on, baby. Feel like I've been stressing about shit lately. Feel like I'm just always in the wrong. PTSD. Let me see what I use for the PTSD. This is called Keeping Up. See what I had used. Some of these, I don't like to repeat sounds, and so I'm going to check this one real quick before I do that. What? I'm not streaming online on Facebook? Why am I not? Whatever. Whenever this fucking loads. It's fucking frozen. There we go. I'm using this driver, the driver that comes with the computer. It fucking sucks. Never use your standard audio driver. Always go in, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Always go in and change your audio driver. So your fucking system, you never want to fucking have any fucked up latency or nothing on this fucking program. chord progression.
Round with my boo, finna do